Welcome back, my name is Jack. Thanks for tuning into the video. If you're new here, it's my goal to help creative music makers make better music at home. This one's all about the Synido TempoPAD. This is a really neat 16-pad drum style MIDI controller for any DAW for your Mac or PC. And in just a moment, we're gonna open it up, show you what you get in the box, show you a little bit of a demo using this device and some of the features you can expect with this really neat, awesome, and super flexible MIDI controller. Let's go ahead and unbox the TempoPAD real quick. The first thing in the box is this really neat little storage pouch that allows you to conveniently carry and travel with your TempoPAD. The next thing in the box is the TempoPAD, which is the star of the show. Take a look at that sleek and stylish controller. Love the size, love how small and practical and portable it is. Also, take a look at the back. It kind of reminds me of a lot of the Native Instrument style controllers like the Launchpad. On the rear of the unit, you've got the USB power, the power button itself, DC 5-volt, as well as an 1/8-inch MIDI output. On the top of the device, you do get your 16 soft touch RGB style pads, 4 endlessly rotating encoders, and 6 transport style function buttons, which can be assigned or mapped to anything inside your DAW. Also in the package is your user manual, a branded USB Type A to Type C cable. It's actually a pretty nice looking cable. You also get a Synido sticker and your 1/8-inch to MIDI DIN connector. Now the manual is super interesting and I do recommend reading it, but there's a couple things here that I think are pretty important, specifically how to set up and plug in the device, as well as the notes of the pads themselves in keyboard mode if you're going to use the device that way. But definitely take a look through the manual as all your questions will likely be answered here. Plugging in and setting up the TempoPAD is as easy as it gets. We're just going to take the included USB-C cable. We're going to plug the USB Type-C end into the rear here where it says USB-C, and then we'll go ahead and plug this end into our computer. You may need a dongle if you only have USB-C ports, but I have a powered USB hub, so I'll plug it into that. Once plugged in, just go ahead and hit that power button on the rear, and you'll see the mode buttons and the encoders light up, letting you know you are ready to go. As soon as I powered up the TempoPAD, Ableton Live saw it, that's my DAW, and it's connected and ready to go. You can see if I press the pads, it does pick up the MIDI right away and I can play chords or scales. Now this is in user mode currently with mode set like that. Now Synido does offer some really fantastic control software. If you want to dive super deep into the TempoPAD, I do recommend checking that out as it will allow you to customize all of the different MIDI note and CC values of each of the controls on the device to really get the most out of your TempoPAD. Now when the mode button is red, that means you're in keyboard mode, which actually will show you the white keys and the black keys accordingly. So right now we've got all the white keys listed in yellow and the chromatic scale or the black keys listed in blue. And these orange buttons are actually really neat. They're octave up and down buttons, which are super convenient. And it makes playing the TempoPAD super fun and easy. With the mode button on green mode, that's your user-defined mode, and that's where you can set all of the different CC and note values for the pads. And there's 3 different banks. There's the green bank, the blue bank, and the red bank. The knobs also have a blue, red, and green bank indicated by the color of the knob bank button, as well as the little LED under the knobs. And with each of those banks, you can set the MIDI, CC, and note values independently with the Synido TempoPAD software. Now, one of my favorite functions on the TempoPAD is the note repeat, which allows you to actually hold down and repeat the notes automatically based on the tapped tempo. Pretty neat. Now again, on the left side, you've got your 6 function buttons. These are like your transport buttons, and they can be MIDI mapped via your DAW, how you would map any MIDI controller, such as if you want to use this to control play and transport functions or other buttons in the software. The knobs are the same. They're endless encoders and they are notched, which is nice. So it's kind of like a click as you go, but you can spin them forever if you wanted to, and you could assign those to any plugin or DAW parameters. Now, one of my favorite uses for the Synido TempoPAD is as a grid drum style controller for Ableton Live's drum rack. So I've added some sounds that correspond with the pads on the TempoPAD. And let's see if I can play along to a track in Ableton Live. Definitely a more than capable device, and if anything, I'm the weak link here. The TempoPAD is not. The TempoPAD is an amazing, awesome, and a super cool device from Synido. Especially, I love the compact size. I love that it comes with a carrying case, and it's a great addition to your backpack if you're a producer on the go. All things considered, I hope this video helped you learn a little bit about the Synido TempoPAD. Special thanks to Synido for sending out the TempoPAD for this video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next upload. Peace.